Friends, denizens of the internet, hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of West of Loathing. Now, today we are, well, we're just going to be browsing the West here. We have a lot of spots to go to, and because, we have these, handful of spots here, but there are many, many more places to go and see it here. So we'll just, we'll hit them at our leisure, because I don't think we're in any real, oh, alright. You find a crate of supplies bound for a nearby army fort. Looks like it fell off the wagon. Or the driver fell off the wagon and was too drunk to strap it down. In any case, it looks like it got knocked open by the fall. What do you got? We got some You fish through the crate and help yourself to its military contents. It's not like those army cowards have any use for it. Back east in their coward hidey holes. Got an incendiary bullet. Extra flammable gunpowder. Alright. And army field trauma kit. Good, good, good. To the silversmith's house. What we got going on here? What do you think about this, Pete? It's weird that a silversmith would leave his tools out in the open like this.
And nobody uses silver for much of bullets these days. I got sick of it too if I were him.
Ah. Thanks, Pete. You are a bastion of information. The sign says, silver bullet making apparatus, help yourself. The workbench has a little burner and crucible for melting silver things, and some bullet molds. Seems pretty straightforward. There's also a vise so you can smash silver bullets into needles if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm good for right now. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I thought that was, it's a button cactus. Now see, that I think is an actual thing. The door is locked. Alright, well, we ain't got no need for silver bullets right now. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So we'll mosey on to the next spot. If we need silver bullets, we can always come back. I guess let's roll up to Fort Cowardice. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and a broken pair of spectacles. Looks like a family of especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. You pore over the detritus and manage to find exactly one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting to you. Advanced Cowpunching, Volume 291. Alright. This is... hold on. Oh, man. This is a single volume from a sprawling encyclopedia of cowpunching knowledge. Okay. Let's, can I do that right now? Alright, we're back here. The dang music in this game is, it's not the same in every place. We'll just leave it at that. Alright. Read the cowpunching book. What we got? Menacing Moo reduces muscle of all opponents. Thick Skin increases armor. Or Ever Vigilant increases your maximum AP by 2. Well, we're gonna be ever vigilant. Wow. That was pretty loud. You're ready for anything, as long as anything is a fight. Awesome. Then you shot the book into pieces because you don't trust it or anything else anymore. Oh, yeah. Another barrel cactus, yep. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go inside. What we got? Yeah, I guess we should talk to Pete about this.
Sure do like abandoned. I'll stay here and keep an eye out while you check out the place. Might be some good scavenging here.
Okay, crazy Pete, you crazy SOB. Alright. You climb up into the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Oh, that was it. Okay. Wow, alright. We'll just, administration. Well, we got here. The cabin is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personnel records in the back of one drawer. Well, yeah, let's examine them. They are incredibly boring. No, really, I want details. Yep, that's pretty boring. Yep, it just keeps going. Now you're just looking at the same ones you've read before. What's wrong with you? I can't get enough. I love how the narrator or the developer of this game is self-aware that people are just silly fools sometimes. Alright. Let's see what we got in the desk. This was once a reception desk, but now the most appropriate thing for it to receive would be a free trip to the dump. Well, okay, that's harsh. Looks like there's still some good mess left. Oh, mess table. Bless this mess. Military-grade whiskey. Wait, what's that all about? This is a special kind of government whiskey designed for soldiers in the field. It's fortified with all sorts of vitamins and things that can be used in a pinch to sterilize, or at least make the victim feel better about a battle wound. Okay. Hardtack. Shelf life and... Okay, yep, just nasty crackers. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's on the... Covered is bare. Also, it's not really covered. Okay. Spice rack. Alright. Oh, I got a shaker of saltpeter. Wait. I don't think that's what saltpeter comes in. This was the subject of a classic comedy bit at the Last Supper. Yeah, I bet. Bunch of refuse on the table there. Good. What's in the back room? Oh, I don't have a lock, man, or a lockpick. In general, this is a door. More specifically, it's the door to the general's office. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. Even more specifically, it's the locked door to the general's office. Yeah, I picked up on that. Thank you. We got some tents. All right. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside the tent. Going guns blazing. Oh, wow. All right. Attack! Bash them with a lantern, or as opposed to pep talk? No, just bash them with the lantern. Yeah. Thanks, Crazy Pete. Wow, Pete, you got jacked up. All right. Yes, get them. Kill them all. Pete, reassure me. Thanks, Pete. Pete reassures me, then immediately dies. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, I'm getting shot. It didn't seem to bother me all none. I am getting shot. Why am I shooting people? We need to be stabbing. There we go. I don't know how we got onto gun, but we got on the gun. All right. You've heroically defeated the sleeping goblins who were guarding their beds. Gumption level 3. Your level of get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Okay. What was in the said tent here? Footlocker's empty. Foul-smelling cot. Unlocked footlocker. I guess that makes it just a footer? Okay. Alright. Military-grade whiskey and a silver bullet. Well, okay, so cool. Glad we didn't waste any silver. Need a lockpick for that. No lockpick. Kick it open. Alright. Block on this footlocker is rusted away to almost nothing. Chemical bullet. Huh? In addition to lead, this bullet is made with a substance that is highly poisonous when it gets into your blood. Okay? As opposed to, we're not going to question it. Alright. That was that tent. The medical tent. What we got in here? A soak of blood. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice's nurse. For the papers. Papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental daguerreotypes, lamentations, that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Oh, sorry, those two big words back to back there really threw me off. Hey, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Got an item, marching orders. This is a set of army marching orders from before all of the army's marching orders were march back east just as fast as your lily-livered little yellow-bellied feet could go, you damnable cowards. Well, okay. Diagrams are just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. Ew, alright, gross. Lovely and gross. The shelf has some unlooted medical supplies. Render them looted. Army field trauma kit, more. We're getting a lot of military-grade whiskey. Yeah, we don't have safe cracking either. This safe is labeled controlled substances. This must be where they store the really effective stuff. Alright, well, we don't got that, so... Next tent. Ooh, there's a sign on this one. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Nope. Nope, what? What is that? No. This leads down into a cave. This must be how the goblins got into the fort. Okay. Hello? Anyone? What's that, triangle? Bring the triangle will probably rile up a goblin or two. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, get it, Pete. Ah, beat him with that lantern. Okay, Pete, that's not doing anything. You're doing 1 damage, Pete. Goblin sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Alright, that's gross. That is gross. This opening quickly narrows to the point where only a goblin can get through it. Alright, well, I guess we're not going in there either. Alright. Won't be like that. I guess we're just leaving then. Bye! Oh, man. Mishap definitely got somebody fired. Yeah, that cannon has exploded. Unusually sized cannonball. Demi-culverin cannonball. This cannonball is made to fit a demi-culverin, a cannon with a bore diameter of 10 centimeters. No demi less, no demi more. Oh, wow. I feel like this person struggled at the end of the day writing jokes and, like, not, like, looking themselves in the mirror, just shaking their head with the corniness of it. Alright, well, I guess, Crazy Pete, let's get on out of here. It ain't nothing else really here. Let's do the railroad camp last, because I believe that's how we progress forward. I know there's probably, like, a quest we have to do before we can progress forward, but I just know that's definitively story stuff. Off the side of the trail, you notice one of those furry cactuses. It has definitely seen better days. Its prongs are limp, and its hairy coating is disheveled. Spruce it up? You comb its hair and prop up its joints and make it look more attractive and vigorous. Okay. What? It's just like, let me quick give a cactus on the side of the road a little adjustment, a little beautifying. What say you, Crazy Pete?
Another mine, eh? Reckon I'll come in and have a glance if you reckon on exploring it.
Sounds good, Crazy Pete. Do you mind if I just call you Crazy? We never got the pleasantries out of the way on that. We got back here. Nope. Well, I'm just. Yeah, Pete. Anything else?
Not a bad little operation they had running here. Looks like they mostly cleaned her out, though.
Looks like there's a shaft leading down to another level.
Yep. No sign of an elevator, though. Nary even a bolt or a hex crank. I ain't advised jumping down.
Well, yeah, Pete, of course, obviously. Thanks for your consideration, I guess. There's a row of lockers here. Must have been used for storing personal effects of the fellers who used to work this mine. First one is labeled Ellsbury WM and doesn't have a lock on it. The label on the second one is covered in some kind of white goo. The third one is labeled Loose Ben and has a combination lock on it. I guess I'll open the first one. Ellsbury's helmet. For any attack inside, okay. And a bottle of laudanum. This tincture of opium is widely lauded as a super great thing that's great to use all the time. Yeah, we old timey people didn't know too much about that. Alright, so I guess second one. You open the door to reveal a skeleton covered in the same white goo that was on the outside of the locker. Ah, you get it. This guy must have died after his co-workers played a prank on him, where they stuffed him into his locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I can't believe you dang jerk stuffed me into my locker and then filled it with shaving cream. I died from that, yells the skeleton, confirming both your insight and his eventual murderous intent. So there was a skeleton in there. He was still in there, kind of deal. Okay. Well, I shall send you, thanks, Crazy Pete. Oh, Crazy Pete just... Wow, alright. Crazy Pete has no ability to, stay alive. Yeah, hit him with one damage. There you go. Woo! Thankfully, I don't have to waste time reviving people in this game. Yeah, just come on, get that skeleton with his face covered in shaving cream. Yeah! Oh, beef up level 2. Sweet. We got a skeleton bone. Chips. Once they were good for keeping somebody's brain salsa inside. Wow. Alright. And a handful of loose teeth. Yeah, we needed those. We needed those. Alright, open the third locker. There's a combination lock on here and you don't know the combo. Oh, yeah, I know. I was hoping you would let me... Nah, alright. The cart was abandoned in a hurry. We got mind-splaining bonus. Oh, man. Mine it. Sweet. Got all kinds of stuff. Some meat. Pete points out some meat you missed. Thanks, Pete. Thanks. What else we got? Got it? No? Nothing in this cart? No? Okay. Tie a rope to the crossbeam. Yeah, 30-foot shaft. Yeah, let's give it a try. Sure is dark down there. Climb down. And it's an exposed meat vein. Mine it. He points out some meat you missed. It's right there, you fool. Alright, thanks, Pete. I get it. Cartwheel or... Wait, what? These stones have little triangles painted on them, and they're all in a triangle. It's very triangle. Yeah, I see that, but... Is there anything to do with them? No? They're just triangle-shaped? Okay. Yeah, mine that meat out of the wall. Ugh. Yes, more meat out of the ground this time. Full of meat ore? Yes. Okay. Oh, there seems to be some sort of foggy haze here. Cave drawing spiral on the ground. That's probably not good. More meat. This cart looks like it's only partially real. Loot it anyway. Yeah. Mystic out. It was like loot a semi-non-existent cart. Awesome. Black fluid oozes from the vein. A scabrous mass sits below it on the floor. Take the fluid. Unrefined meat nugget? Good, good. Anything else? No? Alright. Part is vibrating. Got an unrefined meat nugget. Yes. I'm getting a lot of that. Yep, more spirals. Slit runs the length of meat. Yep. It goes in further than you expected. It's warm. You're up to the shoulder when you feel a beating heart. Oh, rip it out? Okay. It's just more meat. Alright. Gross. This card is frighteningly normal. What do I get? Tough customer? Okay. Oof, looks like this guy should have picked better friends. Oh, I got another pickaxe. Okay. I didn't need another pickaxe, but fair enough. I guess that would explain all the ore and stuff. If you didn't have a pickaxe by this point, you would be rolling in it kind of deal. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess we're out of here then, right? There was nothing... Nope, there's just a triangle with the stones. There's nothing there. This is the second floor. Never did find a, combination lock. Alright. Yeah, I guess we'll mosey on. Alright, so then where are we heading? Oh, I guess we're just heading to the railroad camp now, yeah. Let's mosey. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. Get after it with your pickaxe. You pull out your pick and make short work and small rocks of the meteor. Oh, it's a meteor, okay. We'll get some stardust. This is a handful of sparkling space powder. Unfortunately, your pick melts from the heat of the meteor. The heatier. Wow, alright, well, I guess I'm glad I had two of those. Jeez. Hey, Pete, what do you think about this?
Whoa, look at them rocks. This here train ain't moving for a while.
I wonder if we can help somehow.
That city slicker in the hat back there looks like a fella to ask.
Thanks, Crazy Pete. Hi, Tim. How are you doing? Oh, I wanted to talk to Tim, but yeah, that works too, I guess. Let's just leave outright. This guy should never be put in charge of a switch. Yeah, he's sleeping. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, it's a nice watch. Where'd you get it?
I bought it from this gal what runs a store down south of here. Name old Button Willow. Button Willow Mick something.
Where's this store exactly?
Oh, you can't miss it. It's right in between a cactus and a different cactus.
Points to a spot on your map. You discovered a new map location. Button Willow McKittrick store. Okay. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it. Oh, he literally just doesn't mention it. She's not getting much track laid, but she's an expert whistler. Oh, that's the whistling track from like the main menu. I love that. It's good stuff. But this person. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit?
If I'm being charitable, I'd say the fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman.
Points to the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not, he smiles.
Then I'd say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for.
Alright, thanks. Hey, bud. How you doing here? Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. You know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. Well, that person clearly was not being satisfied in their place of business. Okay, alright, well, I guess I'm the boss now. The man looks you up and down. Oh, I already forgot this guy's voice. It's been like less than a minute. Alright.
Well, now I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown.
He extends his hand.
Name's Smee. I'm your assistant.
What's the situation?
Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing the giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, so we can't reroute it around it even if we had the months it'd take.
Any ideas?
Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies just such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints.
Alright, I'll get it back for you.
Glad to hear it. The goblins are holed up over in Gustafson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time before getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before heading that way, especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on will be fine, so as long as there's of enough of it.
I'll look into it. Alright. Well, I guess that's it for the train place. Yep, you just keep sleeping, friend. Alright, so Gustafson Gulch is where we're looking to go. We have with Button Willow's store. Let's go check that out first. Your keen eyes detect a secluded cave in the near distance. Exploring it would definitely be a good use of your time. Shaggy Dog Cave. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, there's a whole bunch of places in these sections, so why not check them out while I have the chance? What do you think, Crazy Pete? Shaggy Dog Cave, that's a funny name.
Seems to me I've heard tell of this place. Can't rightly recall the details, though.
Guess we'll just have to check it out. You're no help at all, Crazy Pete. Alright, wow. Alright, well, we're in. What do you got here? There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887. As recorded by Jim Plaqueright. Okay. No, I was gonna say nothing on the rock cairn here, but there's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Okay. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, of a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home. I, Jim Plaqueright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Okay? Why you have these written on plaques on the wall? There's a plaque bolted. Yes, I get it. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques, and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt for A butt for. Really? Okay, I get the feeling, I get the feeling something's going on here. Black Boulder, yes, I get it. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon, and each ordered a beer, except Sai, who was satisfied with water. Okay, why is this? The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Okay, you're doing this by plaque, it's really making me nervous. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt for and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Sai, after drawing of lots, to share. What? The dog absconded with one of the horses? What? Black Bolt to the cave wall here, yep, I get it. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt for, we headed out into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Oh, reasons of length? That you're gonna be restrained on the reasons of length? However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of Dirtwater, where Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metal object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Yeah, that required, yeah, you really needed to put that on a plaque and hang it on a cave wall. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued on our way. Okay. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut, occupied by 2 identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. It struck me as a peculiar given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. I was gonna say, isn't part of the hermit being alone? Okay. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt for, and we continued on our way, excited to be finally nearing our goal. I swear, they pull out that butt for one more time, I'm gonna lose my cool. There's a plan. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. Carefully keeping our excitement in check lest we become incautious. Wow, I know a lot of words, I don't know that word. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in Dirtwater. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Oh, Doug and your pocket eggs. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source to which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered that antique oil lamp during our travels. Gave the brass a quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. I was expecting a genie, but okay. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. Okay. Alright, if you say so. There's a yes, of course. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the activation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise. We hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. Okay, you're building it here. You gonna pay me off or you gonna slap me in the face? I feel like slapping the face is coming here. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legends of Black Hole Jr. joyous at... Oh, Black Hole Jr. joyous at our triumph. We loaded the chest in our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Blackwright. Oh... There's nothing in here. Alright. Yep. They got me. They got me nice and good. Okay, well. Alright. At that point, I think we're gonna head back to Dirtwater. No, we're not gonna pick a fight with nobody. We're gonna head back to Dirtwater and mosey up to our room here. Because, like most days, that's all the time I have for this episode. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today on this next awesome episode of West of Loathing. Like I said, it never fails to get at least a chuckle, if not a full-out laugh from me wandering the Wild West in this game. Crazy Pete, I love you. You're crazy. You're totally useless in comment, but that's the way it is. So, anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, and get subscribed. And if you want to make sure you're notified when videos of mine come out, make sure you hit that bell icon. That being said, I've got a special treat. Hopefully I can get it also out today, because today is a very special day. It's not as special as it's going to be in the future, but that's besides the point. So, that being said, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all that good, happy horse jazz. And as usual, I guess I'll just catch you all on the flip side.